Hello everyone, in this video we're going to have a quick look at the revamped skill system in Easy Template Kit RPG. So here we are in the standalone scene. I'm using this because we can get straight to it, no quests, etc. So we can just straight get to it. So I've revamped the skill system in the last update. Reason for that is because I wanted to use the save load system actually provided by Game Creator itself instead of doing my own. And I also realized I could use inventory for quite a lot of this. Still a couple of small scripts left, but almost nothing, so much cleaner solution. So I kept all of the old scripts in there, and the reason for that is that if you created your skills in the old system, you can still copy paste them over to the new system. But then the next big update, I'll remove all of them. So all of the ones that are no longer in use will have the little red pill here, so they're no longer in use, but I kept them there just so you can still copy paste your stuff over to the new system. So this is all that is really used for the new skill system. This is a separate one because that's actually what the skills, this is actually for a specific skill itself, so ability, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's have a look at it. So I'm going to go into runtime here just because it's slightly easier. So like I said, it's using inventory for the actual skills. So that's where the skills get, so let me just show it. So here we are, and if I go to scene view, let's have a quick look here. There we go. So if I select one of these buttons, there we go, you'll see the custom script. So outside of this custom script and the little script for the pop-up, everything else is actually using inventory. This script is using inventory as well. I just needed something UI based that would work in basically converting this to a skill system. So all of the skills are inventory items, be it passive or active skills. So basically equipable, yes or no. And everything they do is dictated here. So on equip, you'll get more attack power with this one, for example. If you unequip it, it will take the attack power off. Active skills will only do something on usage. So yeah, this is why inventory was actually quite perfect for this. Choosing the inventory hotbar here as well. It's just unlocking them and managing them. Needed something else because obviously it's an inventory module, it's not a skill module, but yeah, just two tiny scripts and we could actually make this work for skills abilities as well. So most of it is handled in the script. So basically, can you unlock it if you have a skill point, which is in a global variable. If you do unlock it, it will remove one of those skill points and it will then add to the skill points spent as well, which I'll explain in a bit. We have active or passive, which basically selects which sprites are used. So we've got active and passive. So you toggle that on or off and it will choose on start which sprites to use. So as you can see, they look different. Circle, hecta, whatever shape it is. So cool. We've got, so you need to assign the sprites. Then we've got the pop-up, which is using a small script as well, which I'll go over in a bit. The position of the pop-up, so basically if it instantiates on the right or on the left. The reason I did it like this is quite simply because it makes it easier to manage left or right. In my previous system I had something that did it dynamically, but then if you change your aspect ratio or small screen, it just didn't look right. So it's just easier to do it like this because this is static anyway. You set this up from the start, so there's no reason it has to be dynamic at all because it's not something that happens dynamically. The description image, so the inventory items have all of the information. So throwing knives, the name, the description, the sprite, they're all taken from the inventory item. There was just nothing for the description image, so I had to add that to the script as well. So that's why you'll see a nice little image here. This is actually an image as well. It's just because I didn't create them for everything, because these are the passive ones. So yeah, it shows a nice little screenshot. So pretty cool. Again, like I said, it's using inventory, so you need to choose where it will assign it to. If in case you don't know how inventory equipment works, I'd recommend checking the Game Creator 2 documentation, because it's using that, so I'm not going to go into detail on that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So you click it, it will then change the color to the unlock color. You have the lock color that you can set on start as well, which is again used once you reset, which I'll explain in a bit. It will go back and it will unequip and everything. So if I have a look at this one, for example, this is an active skill. It requires more points, so we select visually how many points will be used. So visually it shows 2. You set that here, and then you require those skill points. Active is set on, and then once you unlock that, it will actually assign it to the hotbar as well. So yeah, cool stuff. So yeah, cool stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works with skills, active, and etc. So if I click this, nothing will happen, and that's a great thing with using the inventory module, is you actually don't need any crazy conditions for that. It's really simply, do you have the first one equipped? So that's this one, and that's what it does. So you will equip this inventory item basically, which is handled as a skill, and then so if that is equipped, then we can unlock this one as well, and yeah, that's how it works. So, and now I can unlock it. So pretty simple stuff, and that was the whole point, to make this a lot easier to set up and to use. So yeah, quite happy with that. So let's have a look at the second script, which is the canvas pop-up skill, which is really simple actually. So all it really does is it takes the information from the inventory item, so the title, the subtitle text, description, blah 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 blah. It will take it from the inventory item. So you can change the look and feel as much as you want, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So really simple. Again, it just, you know, takes the information from the inventory item. Now when it comes to reset skill, that's not a really custom script, it's a custom instruction to make your life a bit easier. Of course, because it's an instruction, you can add conditions that this costs something as well if you want to do that. You know, in some games it costs money, for in-game money, for example. You can add that, it's just a instruction. So what happens when we press this? So it's actually going to take your skill points and then add the skill points that you spent back to skill points. So that's why we have skill points spent and a normal one. So it's just a simple addition, and then here we set skill points sent back to 0. And then this is the custom instruction. You can't really select anything. What it does is it resets the buttons to its original state and will unequip and remove all of those inventory items from the bag as well. So one instruction that just handles it all. Initially I literally had unequip, remove for every single skill, and it became such a long list. So that's why I created this one instruction that just resets everything. So yeah, really simple again to set up, which was the whole point of this update, simplifying the skill system and making a save load much easier. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the skill system. So yeah, definitely have a proper look how it works, but I tried to simplify it as much as I could without adding too much the need for too much custom scripting. So that's it. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.